Hey, what is all this? Move away from the front. Can't you see that Pappu Pandey has come? Well, who is Pappu Pandey? It's me. Who else? Now don't show your teeth. Huh? Get out of the front. Our customer is getting late.
In his own time, Pappu Pandey used to get engaged in everything. He used to flaunt in the village's corner, where he used to bluff up big things.
Last year, I had a tourist passenger in my auto. I traveled across Agra with him. I saw the Taj Mahal, slept in a big hotel, and you know that foreigner didn't go anywhere without me. This is Pappu Pandey.
Is it so?
What do you think?
And just then, another auto driver came there.
Brother, have you heard or not? What? The government has made a rule that from today, all the autos will run according to the meter.
Oh God, what will we do now?
That's what we have been doing till now.
What?
Now you watch.
Now, Pappu Pandey decided that he would now bluff around with the passengers. Brother, will you go to Lakshmi Chowk?
Yes, madam.
But with the meter, right?
Yes, ma'am. Everyone now drives by the meter. This is the new rule of government.
After going a short distance, Pappu took a left turn instead of right.
Madam, there is a lot of traffic there. Don't worry. This is a shortcut.
Okay. Pappu reached Lakshmi Chowk after taking the longer route all around.
Ma'am, it's 80 rupees.
But Lakshmi Chowk fare is only 50 rupees.
We used to take that. But now the government rule says we have to take money according to the meter.
The woman checked the meter and gave the money to Pappu. Pappu was very happy. In the evening, Pappu reached the village corner.
Oh man, this meter has ruined our business.
Yours, not mine. I have found a solution. It's Pappu Pandey.
Pappu told them everything.
Yes, that's right.
From today, we will do the same.
From the next day, the auto drivers tried Pappu's idea and those drivers also started taking the long routes. This went on for several days. Then the passengers complained to the traffic officers. The traffic officers set out to nab these robbers. One traffic officer sat in Pappu's auto.
Lakshmi Chowk? Okay, sir.
Pappu started taking the longer ride as usual and the officer sitting behind him started taking note of all of this. Finally, Pappu reached Lakshmi Chowk.
70 rupees. Not 70. It's 7,000 rupees and 3 months of jail.
Pappu had to go to lockup due to his greed, that too with all of his friends. In the city of Vardhaman, there was a highly talented merchant, and the king of that city noticed his ability. He appointed him as an administrator of the country. He had kept the common man satisfied with his tactful ways. The king was also quite impressed. After a few days, the merchant arranged for his daughter's marriage. He planned a large feast for this occasion. He invited everyone from the royal family in this celebration. Throughout the meal, he honored everyone and presented ornaments and gifts to each one of the guests. A royal family worker who used to sweep the palace also attended the feast, but sat on a chair reserved for the royal family members, and he sat on it by mistake. When the merchant saw this,
Are you even worthy to sit on the chair of this royal family? Get lost from here, you idiot.
he grabbed the servant's neck and hurled him out of the feast. The servant was humiliated and decided to give the merchant a lesson. The same servant was sweeping the king's chamber while he noticed that the king was almost asleep.
How dare this merchant misbehave with the queen?
Hearing this, the king jumped out of his bed and asked the servant,
Hey, you servant, whatever you are saying, is it true? Have you seen the merchant misbehaving with the queen?
The servant immediately grabbed the king's feet and said,
Forgive me, sir. I gambled all night
and could not sleep. That's why I am muttering something in my sleep.
The king said nothing, but the seed of the suspicion had already been planted. The king stopped the nobles from wandering near the merchant's palace and limited his power as of the day. The merchant was stopped by the gatekeepers the next day. The trader was taken aback when he saw this. The servant standing nearby then snickered and said,
Hey gatekeepers, don't you know who is he? He is a very influential person and can get you thrown out as he did at his dinner with me, so be careful. Be careful about this.
On hearing this, the merchant understood the whole matter. After a few days, he invited the servant to his house, welcomed him, and gave him gifts. He then humbly apologized for the feast day and he said,
Dear son, I made a mistake. Forgive me whatever wrong I did to you. I am sorry.
The servant was very happy. He said,
Not only did you apologize to me, but you also did so much to me. Don't you worry, I will get back your lost honor from the king.
While the servant was sweeping the king's room, he saw that the king was almost asleep. He started muttering again.
Oh my god, our king is such a fool that he eats cucumber in the bathroom?
Hearing this, the king was filled with anger.
You foolish servant, how dare you speak like that? If you were not the servant of my room, then you would have been fired from your job.
The servant again fell at his feet and apologized to the king, vowed never to gamble again. Then the king thought,
When he can speak wrong about me like this, he must have spoken wrong about the trader too, because of which I have punished him for no reason.
The very next day, the king called the merchant to the palace and gave his lost prestige with full respect. This is a story that takes place in the distant past, when a son, a wife, and a poor merchant named Henry resided in a small hut. He would sell his items in the market every morning. He would finish his trade that day by the end of the evening. He was a man who worked very hard, and everyone in the community knew it. When Henry was trading in the market one day, he went to a jeweler and he asked him,
How are things going for your business? What if I offer you a terrific deal? Henry, what terrific deal could you possibly have?
Then Henry takes a small golden stone from his pouch and hands it to the jeweler.
Brother, have you discovered a gold mine in the well behind your house? Where did you get this from? Come on, don't be a spoiled sport and quickly tell me how you are going to price this stone for. Where did this hapless seller get such a precious stone? Well, I could care less.
Listen, tomorrow is our son's birthday. I was wondering whether I could create something lovely and yummy for him. Would you mind giving me some cash? Then I could go grocery shopping and cook.
Why don't we invite everyone in the village to a feast? It is, after all, our son's birthday today. It will be a fantastic occasion. Take some money from here.
So much cash? How did you get it? Are you sure you did not rob anyone?
What? Come on, stop overthinking everything. My trade has been very profitable over the last few days. Customers are willing to pay a fair price for our items. Those days of poverty are long gone.
The next day, the townspeople gathered at Henry's house for the feast. The moment they saw the feast table, everybody began chit-chatting. One of the villagers approaches Henry and asks him,
This feast is really magnificent. Did you win the lottery or something that you are making so much money out of it all?
Oh no, there is no such thing as the lottery. We only make money in our business.
Henry is definitely hiding something. I mean, I am a trader too, which means, had he discovered that I couldn't get to? Something is fishy, in my opinion. No, I swear I can smell that the entire sea is fishy.
The following day, James began watching Henry closely. James started following him all the way from his home to the market. One evening, when Henry was returning from the market, he suddenly turned towards the back door and began scanning the area to see if anyone was watching him or not. James, however, was hidden and observed him from a distance.
Why is Henry so late at night here beside this well?
Right at that moment, Henry enters the well with an empty backpack. After some time, he returns with the empty bag filled with gold.
I sensed it. Henry must be keeping some secrets. Now I understand how Henry becomes so wealthy so quickly. Why don't we make use of this information? Now that I know about Henry, Henry won't get any poorer if he shares some riches. Though tomorrow, let's make a plan. Tomorrow I am going down the well to get some gold for myself. I'll give it to my wife. She will be overjoyed. Ha 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 ha.
James chose to enter that well the following day without informing anyone. James descends into the well. The only thing that he can see inside the well was darkness and creepers. James discovers a tunnel after some time of searching. James goes through that tunnel.
Dear God, this is the first time I have seen such a large amount of gold. So I must swiftly load my bag with all of this wealth. Finally, I have hit gold.
James goes through that tunnel. He can immediately see gold and gold all around him once he comes out the other end of the tunnel.
Dear God, this is the first time I have seen such a large amount of gold. So I must swiftly load my bag with all this wealth. Finally, I have hit gold.
This is fantastic. I'm really happy to hear what you told me. I'll go to the jeweler and get the stone weighted. When James' wife goes to the jeweler, she receives a great deal on that stone. Every night, James would descend into Henry's well and fill his bag with gold stones, which he would then carry back to home. Look at that! I have bought so many lovely clothes and jewelry for myself. All of these are mine. Why don't I request more gold stones from him this time? How many times can someone enter secretly and steal gold stones each day? If he brings a lot of gold, he won't have to go for months. Yes, this idea is going to be fantastic. Listen, you will enter that well tonight carrying many bags and bringing plenty of gold stones for me. You don't have to spend every night in the well if you bring a lot of gold stones with you.
Yes, you are completely correct. I do agree with you. I'll head out tonight and return with tons of riches for you.
James climbs down into the well and begins to remove the gold stones. As soon as he tries to take out a lot of gold stones from one place, the well's wall started to crumble.
What is going on here? Is there a crack in the wall as well? I need to get out of here as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'll become trapped in this well. Well, before I leave, I'll gather some gold stones.
When Henry finds out about this the following day, he then goes to James' wife and tells her,
If you had told us you needed gold, we would have gladly assisted you. But you chose the path of greed and deceit instead. As a result, you are currently suffering.
So, we learn from this story, a greed is that devil who is unsatiable. Nothing will suffice him. A man is wealthy by his thinking, not through his material possessions. This is the story of Henry.
Mom, I'm going to Long Island today.
All of a sudden,
Oh, tomorrow is Robert's birthday and he has invited me to his party.
all right, But don't you have to go to work?
Today is Saturday. I will go to Long Island directly from the office.
But son, by the time you reach there, it will be very late.
Oh, come on, Mom. Do you think that I am still a baby? Don't you worry. I will reach there safely.
Okay, but drive safely.
Okay, Mom.
Right after his office, Henry got on his bike. The journey was a long one. He had headphones while driving. It was almost 10:30 at night. Henry was now driving on a lonely highway, and suddenly, right in front of his bike, a beautiful girl started asking for lift. Seeing the girl, Henry stopped. Hey, can you give me a lift? My car broke down. Are you going to Long Island?
Yes, miss. But you are all alone here.
Actually, my home is in Long Island and my college is in Austin. I come to Long Island every weekend. Today, my car broke down. Can you drop me near my house if you don't mind?
Oh, sure. Why not?
That girl sat on Henry's bike and they both set out towards Long Island.
You said you study at the University of Austin?
Yes, University of Austin.
Oh, that's great. I even passed out of the same university.
Really? Which stream?
Arts.
What a coincidence! Even I am doing arts. Oh, before that, can you tell me where do you stay?
I'm based in Texas.
Me too.
Is it so? How can this happen? Can you tell me where you stay in Long Island?
Near Montauk Point Lighthouse.
Strange. I am even going there as well.
And just like that, that beautiful girl and Henry kept talking for hours.
Here, we have reached Montauk Point Lighthouse.
Oh, just take a right turn. Henry took the directions given by the girl and reached near a house.
This is my friend's Robert's villa. Where do you stay?
The moment Henry turned around, he found that the girl had disappeared. Henry was stupefied. He got down from his bike and started searching for that girl. He found that the girl was going inside Robert's villa. Henry ran behind her, but the moment Henry tapped on her shoulder, the girl's neck twisted, and now she was looking at him and changed into a witch. Since that day, Henry has been in a psychiatric ward. Even to this day, he can see her everywhere. Satya's mother had just come out of a tragic incident. Her husband had died a few days ago. She needed to work to look after the household expenses. Now, all her hopes were on her son Satya. Satya, till when are you not going to go to the school? You are losing on your studies. I'm not going to school, Mom. I will not go to school with this hairless head. After the death of his father, according to the rituals, Satya had shaved his head, and after that, due to some weird reason, his hair was not growing back. Son, if not today, then tomorrow slowly your new hair will surely grow. Don't be sad. All this happened because of you. Neither would you have asked me to shave my head, nor would I have been in this situation. I'm not going anywhere. Satya's mother was getting sad because of her son's behavior. She was blaming herself. The whole day Satya used to sleep with the blanket on his face. Oh God, please give some wisdom to my son. He's my only hope. One day, Satya's mother was going to the market. Suddenly, going towards the school on the way, Satya's close friend Jagan appeared.
Hello, Auntie. How are you? Hope you are good.
I am fine, son, but your friend Satya has created his own bad condition. I don't know what to do. Satya's mother told Jagan the whole condition of the house. Jagan started thinking.
Oh, so that's why Satya is not coming to school. Okay, Auntie. I will come to your house tomorrow to meet him. I am leaving.
Okay, son, do come. The next day, Satya slept in his bed in the house with a cloth on his head. The memories of the school and friends were making him sad. Suddenly, a familiar voice was heard from the door.
Satya, Auntie, open the door. I am Jagan.
Jagan? Why has he come here? I don't want to meet anyone. Don't say like that, son. Your friend has come to meet you. Come on, son.
Come on, Satya. Let's go to school. Wake up. Satya, get up.
I don't want to go anywhere. Everyone will tease me by calling me bald.
No one will say anything to you. You please come.
is this, son? Yesterday you had hair on your head.
Yes, auntie, but Satya should come to school. That's why I have shaved all my hair. Now no one will tease him in the school.
Jagan? Seeing this wise and loving behavior of Jagan, Satya and his mother had tears in their eyes. Satya hugs Jagan. Both of them happily leave for the school without wearing anything on their head.